Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Farley. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe below and click that little alert button so when I post new videos, you will be alerted. So today I want to talk about how to start an online business. We see all these ads all over Facebook, all over our Instagram about these people who work, 2-hour days and make multi-million dollars. Well, that's not really how it works. It's not as easy as it sounds. Now, starting an online business is definitely possible. You can definitely do it. You can definitely work from all over the world. It is possible. But only working 2 hours a day and making multi-million dollars, well, technically that can happen, but it's something that you have to do way down the road after you put in a ton of work. So if you're looking to start an online business, just remember that one, it is definitely possible, but two, you have to put in a ton of hard work and it's not an overnight success. It may take you, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to actually hit that number that you're looking for. And honestly, if you're looking to make multi-millions, it can take even longer than that. So it really is a long game when you're getting into the online business world, especially since there's also so many online businesses out there nowadays because of the internet. Everybody wants an online business and there's a lot of competition. So the first thing you need to do when you want to start an online business is figure out what you're going to offer to the world. You can't just start an online business and hope that somebody's going to pay you for random things. Once again, I guess that can technically happen, but not usually. When you start an online business, you have to offer something to someone else, right? Or to another business, something of value. It can be anything from an e-commerce store where you're selling products like this notebook, for example, or you're selling these candles. So you can start an e-commerce store, which is one of those great businesses that is really escalating lately because of the internet. Something else you could offer, which a lot of online businesses do lately that I see, is offer some type of value for service related business, well, even personal life, I guess. So for example, if you are a life coach, you can offer services for that. If somebody needs help getting their kid into college, you can help with them with application prep and all that sort of thing. SAT prep, all of that stuff. For example, I am an online business sales and marketing strategist for other small business owners. So I actually help new businesses start. So people like you that are interested in starting an online business, but then also businesses who have already started and want to really scale up in the online business world and really become visible online so they can gain more clients. So the first thing you need to do is figure out what you want to offer to your potential clients. The second thing you need to do is figure out who exactly you're going to offer it to. A lot of times when I see people start new businesses, they think, okay, I'm going to offer this notebook to business owners. Well, that in concept might seem like, yeah, that makes sense, right? A business owner would want this notebook. However, maybe they aren't the actual target market that you need to be offering it to. Maybe you actually need to be offering it to college students because they're taking notes all day in class, yada, yada, yada. So when you're figuring out your target market, you actually should do some research beforehand and figuring out who really wants that product or service that you're going to be selling. Is it truly the business owners, or is it maybe actually the college students, or is it both? It really just depends on your product and service offering, and honestly, the costs associated as well. The third thing you need to do, which I sort of just mentioned, is determine pricing. When you start an online business, obviously that is probably the only income source that you're actually going to have. And when you go from having a corporate job to full-on entrepreneurship, you may not realize how difficult it actually is to create your own income. So you no longer get a paycheck, right? Like you don't get a paycheck every month, every 2 weeks, every week, whatever it is. you just have to rely on yourself to find clients that will give you money. And sometimes that fluctuates every month. So one month you might not make any money, and the next month you may make 20 grand. I don't know. It varies a lot. And that's another thing to realize when you're going into business and starting an online business. So you need to determine how much you are going to sell your product or service for, and then how many of those you need to sell to actually pay yourself and run your business successfully. Another caveat to all of that is that when you run a business, it's not just that money is not directly going into your pocket. You also have to pay taxes as well as pay business expenses. So for example, I buy a lot of online softwares to help me grow my business and grow just in general. So for example, I use QuickBooks Online. That is a monthly recurring fee, and I can expense that in my business account. However, that comes out of that main chunk of money that I'm getting every month, and I have to take that into account when I'm trying to pay myself or determine how much money I actually need in that month. Now, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to offer this notebook and I'm going to charge everyone 30 grand for it. Well, guess what? No one's going to pay you 30 grand for this notebook. It's just not going to happen because society is used to paying like $5 to $20 for a notebook like this. So you need to make sure that whatever you're giving to your prospect, that the price is equal or less to the value that you're offering. So I, as a business sales and marketing coach, I should be offering more value to my clients than the actual cost of it, right? Because then that makes it an easy sale for me. If I'm saying, okay, my services are 2 grand, however, I give you a value of 30 grand, it's a no-brainer, right? So you have to determine that, and you can't just pick a random number. You really have to think about the value behind your offering. Then, of course, one of the other, I don't want to say it's the final step because there's no really a final step in starting an online business, but the final step is honestly starting your business. A lot of people talk all about starting a business and how great it would be to be rich and all these things, but they don't ever actually get to that point because they never actually start. You have to start, and you can do that in so many different ways. You can, file your business online with the government and the state. And every state has a website that you can go to, and it's very simple to, get a business license. So that's, one of the first things you can do. The second thing is try reaching out to some of your friends, some business owners, and see if they would be interested in working with you or be interested in something like you're offering, which will help you get started. They'll give you feedback and you can see what you need to pivot on. So really the last step that you need to do, which is technically the first step, is actually start your business, right? Take the leap, try it out. And just remember that it doesn't happen overnight. So that first day, you're probably not going to get a client. Shocker, right? You're probably not going to get a client. You have to really work at it and really learn some marketing and sales tricks because that's how you gain clients. So I actually offer a course that helps new people get started and helps companies who have started really scale up. And we go over this types of thing, like how can we market better towards our clients and how can we sell better? If you have a high ticket offer, you need to sell better on the phone. There are so many things that we can be learning when we have an online business because guess what? We aren't face-to-face anymore. We aren't actually going in person, shaking people's hands, showing them our product and service. It's online. So there's a lot more convincing that we have to do online, and there's a lot more warming up that you have to do with your prospects to turn them into paying clients. So that is the recap of the things that you need to do to start an online business. So real quick, let's go through them one more time. 1, remember that it's not an overnight success. It does take time and you're not going to be a millionaire tomorrow. I wish that's how it worked. That'd be very cool, but it doesn't. 2 is figure out your offering, right? What exactly are you going to sell? And I would think, how long is it going to take to set up? Because if it's a product, it might take longer than a couple days. 3, who are you going to sell it to? Do some research around this. You know, ask your friends and family, go walk into businesses and see if they would be interested in your product or service that you want to offer. And then 4 is finally start. Take the leap. What are you waiting for? So if you guys want to learn more about how to start a business, I've attached below the ultimate blueprint that I use to really gain clients, gain leads, technically gain leads first, then gain clients from those leads. I recommend grabbing that. It's very informative on ways to do that through marketing. And I look forward to seeing you guys at my next video. Okay, have a good night.